so, I know, none of us have pedicures yet because, I don't know about guys.
No, I'm this. Amazing.
Okay, so.
Can we move our skeleton?
Oh, yeah, we don't need him anymore.
I'll get it.
Ooh, and you got a. I have not forgotten that. I haven't shown you the knee yet, but I think this is what we should expose, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's try the anterior tip first, okay? Because we already did the gastroc, right? Or do you want me to show you the gastroc with the resistance? And then with the resistance, you know, I'll show you how much resistance. It's a lot. No. Okay. So you ask them, can you bring your toe just like that? Yeah, it's really cold. Okay. Hold, don't let me move you. Hold. And I give everything I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? That's a 2+. So you can see then, if it's this time, okay, come on up. And then I give her a little bit of resistance and she breaks. Break. You can see what a big difference that would be in strength. Okay, this is the one time you can give them everything you got. All right? All right, thank you. Let's do anterior tip. So, anterior tip, inverts, and dorsiflex the foot. See how she's got a nice one that just pops right out? Okay. Okay, so when I give her resistance, I'm going to, if she's moved inward, I'm going to put my hand on the inside because then I'm going to be taking her out of that. But I can't just take her out of inversion, I have to also take her down. Okay, so you've got this motion and this motion combined together. All right, and you guys aren't going to be able to see that on me. Okay, so I'm going to turn her out and bring it up a little more there. There you go, okay? And bring her down. You ready? And wow. All right, you should really be dorsiflexing more than you are, you know. Okay, there you go. All right, so what am I supposed to be doing?
Down,
Down.
and out.
Down and out. Okay, so I'm doing this. All right. Okay. Obviously, she's very strong because we saw it pop out. All right. Partial range of motion against gravity. So she's able to do something. And this is where you probably would be palpating, making sure that indeed you're feeling what you're supposed to be feeling. Okay? Because sometimes you can't tell. Again, this is a situation where if the person gets really confused about what you want, you put them in the position, ask them to hold the position, and take them out of the position. Okay? Let's try, what's the next one? Goes against gravity.
Break free. Full range. Just full range.
Full range, right. Full range. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, what's the next one? Foot inversion. So where do you think the tendon is going to end up inserting? On the inside, because it's going to have to pull the foot like that, right? Okay, so then it's got to be on the medial malleolus, okay? Around the medial malleolus. Okay, so could you just straight invert? You know what, I want to have you sit like this here. Yeah. All right, one more time for me, just invert. Tendon is right here. I'm going to pull the skin a little bit. Do you guys see a little bit of a whiteness? That's her tendon, going right around there. Okay, I'm going to turn you a little bit more so they can see it over here. Okay, good. You see your tendon right there? That's it. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so so this time it's straight inversion. So now I'm going to take her into eversion. I'd obviously be in front of her, and I'm just going to undo her. Hold on, let me move you. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just doing that, okay? Again, grade 3 is full range, partial is grade 2 against gravity. All right, now we're going to talk about what?
Eversion.
Eversion. And eversion is with what other motion? Plantar flexion. That's peroneus longus and peroneus brevis, right? Okay, so since it is on the, and since it everts, but it doesn't just straight evert, does it? It's going to evert and plantar flex. But look, you can see, I'm going to just have you evert, straight eversion. Can you? Oh, boy. Here, I'm going to have you sit over here again. She's got great ones. All right, thank you for being the patient. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's pretty obvious. I'm going to have you do it. Can I take her back? So, evert over there. Do you guys see her tendon right there? It just pops right out. Do you guys see that at all? Can you turn to me? Yeah, there you go. Do you guys see how it's popped out? Yeah, so that's what we're looking for. All right, so thank you very much. So what we're going to have you do is I'm going to have you evert and go a little bit into plantar flexion, okay? Because you have that one that's underneath, okay? So now my hand, since she's moved to the outside, my hand is going to be on the outside. And this time I'm going to put her into inversion and bring her up. So if you guys get confused, what I'd say is, what is the neutral foot? What's a neutral foot? It's right there, right? So if you get confused, remember, take her back to neutral, and then you don't have to worry about it. How would be the best way to take her back to neutral? Okay, try it one more time for me. I'm going to get in front of you. Okay, so I'm going to try to take her back to neutral, so I'm going to lift her up and bring her in. Okay? And I have to use this, okay? So I'm bringing her up and trying to turn her in, okay? All right, no problems? So grade 2 is what?
Just over.
Partial range against gravity, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and then the last one is that great toe? All right, so, I'll do something fun here, okay? Anterior tip. We know that's that one. Great toe extension. See that one's there? And then fan all your toes out. And you see the web there? Okay. So, easy enough to do. Bring your great toe up. Hold, don't let me move you. I'm going to give you resistance at the first phalanx. And then I'm going to give resistance at the second phalanx.
Just with one finger?
Just one finger or one thumb, yeah. Yeah, just compare one side to the other, all right? And that's it as far as the ankle. Quickly, we'll go over the knee. Just this one, I'm sure you guys have seen many times in the clinics. Okay. Should we do, since she's in sitting, should we do knee extension? Okay. So, where do we find the vastus medialis? Here, here, or here?
Medial.
Medial, so here, right? Okay, then, and really do check that. So I'm going to ask you to straighten out your knee for me. Good. She's in full knee extension. There. Straight. Good. Can you just relax for a second for me? Good. Hold it there. I don't want you to let me move. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you want, if somebody's really athletic, you can stand on this one. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? It depends on the person. Okay? A lot of our elderly people do it in sitting. Okay? That is that. Now, let's do grade 2 right away, just to be consistent. So she is sidelined. Fiona's going to be sidelined for me. And since she's straightened out the knee, I've got to get her to straighten that out here. Okay, I think it's easier to be behind because this is where the knees, the foot's in the furthest away, and then here it's pretty easy, okay? All right, so Joan, what I'd like you to do is straighten out your knee for me. Okay? Make sure they don't roll. If they internally rotate like that, let's take Joan. Okay, now let me just let the foot do whatever it wants to do. I helped it along. But you see how by internally rotating it will just fall?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now let's do knee flexion. Okay, so, is it all right if I do this side? Okay, her toes should be off the edge of the exercise surface. So we start kind of, we know we're at 0. Okay, can you bend your knee just to about here for me? Okay, can you do that for me? Okay, hold, don't let me move you. Do it here, do it here, just so you're right down on the big, huge muscle belly. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And could you see how her muscles were starting to shake a bit? Was she about ready to break there? Yeah, so I had taken her to the breaking point. Now, if she was stronger on the inside, okay, so think now about, this would be pulling harder on the inside. That's why her foot would rotate in. If it was on the outside's going to be pulling stronger, so then her foot rolls out, okay? So if you see that, and you might see that today with some of you guys, you might notice that, pull me over and we'll take a look at it, all right? And show each other. Yeah, grade 2. Can you lay on your side one more time for me? Okay, so last time we did knee flexion. Now, extension, now we're going to do knee flexion. Okay? That's what I'd like you to do. Can you do that for me? All right? So this is where we pull most of the weight because that's where our patient's weight is, and this, we just kind of go along for the ride. Okay? Just so they get to at least 90. That's it. Go practice. Thank you very much. Thank you.